Welcome to You Can Do It. Today we're going to be working on the handbrake cables on a VW T5.1. So we've got to replace the rear handbrake cables, that's the left and the right side, on a VW T5.1. So let's get cracking. Okay, what tools do we need? We need some mole grips there just to take a spring off underneath. A little wire brush if you just want to clean up any rust on the threads of the main cable from the handbrake. You've got a 10mm and an 8mm open-ended and ratchet spanners, and a little screwdriver just to get some of the rubber grommets out of the grooves on the swing arms, and of course WD-40. Where can you be without that? And a bit of, I just use actually motorbike wax chain oil wax, so I spray that on the parts there because there's a lot of water and stuff underneath that gets there, so I use that. So that's all you need. So let's get on and do the job. Plus of course we need 2 brake cables. So these are the new ones we've got. These are ATEs. So let's crack on. Okay, first of all, chock the wheel front and back. I mean, ideally you want to be on a flat surface, but if it has got a gradient, make sure you chock the wheel front and back regardless. Put it in first gear if it's a manual, or obviously park if it's an automatic, but make sure you chock it. Safety first. And we're going to do all this today without jacking the vehicle up at all, so we're going to be able to do all of this just by leaving the vehicle as it is and getting under, which will save a lot of time and hassle. Okay, we've crawled underneath the car now. The handbrake is still on, the wheels are chocked. Just spray a bit of trusty WD-40 on that one. Need an 8mm spanner on here. Put that on, that locks that there tight. Now this is just a spring, so we can take this one off. Now I've left the handbrake done up tight because I want there to be a bit of force on this when I'm trying to undo it. So while that's still all tight, I'm putting that on here just to loosen it off to make sure that she's free, because they can all get rusted up. But as you can see, this is quite loose now. So what I'm going to do is just undo this while the handbrake is still tight inside the cabin. I'm just going to undo this, look, keep going like that, and then we're going to hit this plastic thing, and once I hit that, I will show you the next phase. So that comes off easy enough. There we are. Right, she's good there. Okay, I've just used a pair of mole grips on there just to take that spring off there. So that spring is off there. I can just leave that hanging there. So that now means that we can just undo this here, look. Just a plastic thing here. Bear in mind the handbrake is still tight in the cabin. Put that back. Then I can get my ratchet on there, look. I just start doing that. It's probably better if I put my... So let me undo that now. I'm just going to undo that all the way off. Okay, so the nut's off now, look. I'll take that off there. So what I'm going to do is get a little wire brush and just clean up here. The reason it's failed here on this MOT is this one here is a bit too rusty. So we're just going to replace both of them here. But this little bracket here now, you see, look. This is a bracket here that just, look, you can see how they're holding there. So I'm going to need 2 hands to get these clips out there, but they basically just come out. They're easy enough to come out, but you need 2 hands. And I've got 1 hand holding the camera, so let me get on and do that. Okay, that bracket's off now, so I'm going to take that and get a wire brush on that and clean that up. I might even quickly spray it. So these are 2 cables that we can now take off. So I'm going to slowly take these out of the clips. So let me just do this first one. Okay, this one here, look, it's got a clip there. If you see here, this is a little, I've got my finger in the way, that's a little like sort of flared clip. What I've found is if you just turn it like that, look, and you can pull it out. Yeah, so that one's out there, look. You see what I'm saying? You can see there, look, there's a flare on that side there, but you can get it quite conveniently. You twist it, it goes in that groove. Okay, so that's that one out. Let's go and find the next one. Okay, now we're under the back wheel, sort of going in from the back of the car, like under here. So this is just literally a rubber thing here. You just push it in, you pull one in there. Yeah. And then I think we've got another one here to do. So that's just a case of pulling that up against the rubber. It's just pushed in there. Let me do that. Okay. See, that one's come out now. So now we've just got this one here at the back here to do. Okay, now I'm doing this without a jack or anything. So the vehicle's, I'm just lying on the vehicle's just normally on the ground. So here, because you just pull this here, look. There we are. And she's out now. I just need to pull that on that outer sleeve along the inner cable a little bit more. But I'm going to need 2 hands to do that. So just let me. Oh no, they are. I've done it a bit there, right? So then you've got this. And once you've got that slack, get some more of this cable there. Look, that ball. See the ball sticks up. Just stick that up like that, and bring it from behind, and that's off. And then you can pull the whole lot. And pull that whole lot through. There, look. The whole lot comes through like that. There. So you've got the whole cable off there, look. Haven't jacked the vehicle up or anything. So that's the old one, look. So they were pretty strict, but they failed that on that there, because yeah, look, you can see, and rightly so, look, that's starting to fray. So this is a automatic DSG, so if it did fail and you park somewhere, it's still on the part. But if you're on a manual and that fails and you're not in gear, then your car's going down the hill. So let's get the new one and put the new one in. So look, I just bent that, look, and it's already frayed and gone, so it was definitely a fail on the MOT. Okay, I've just got the old and the new, just check that they're the same. Yeah, so that's the same there. They've got yeah, they've got 2 rubber there, 1 rubber for there, 1 rubber for there. That's the same. That looks the same. All looks the same. Good. So we're all good to go to replace that. So look, you can see that the new one is, this is all covered in the plastic. So what I'll probably do is run a bit of grease, bit of grease and stuff on that when I put it in. But let's go and reassemble that now. Okay, we're back underneath with the new cable. So just push the outer sleeve down there. So we'll get this back behind the shocker, remember. Put the ball through there, along with the rubber stuff. Right, there we are. So you put this up behind it, look. There we are. And you'll find, you pull that back down. Make sure you've got that pushed through. Pull the outer rubber cable up so that it goes up to there, look. There we are. Now we can push the outer one up. It sticks in. And then run these down here. And then we can put the first one in with the bend. Very difficult to video and do this at the same time, but there we are. There we are, the first one's in. Little trick, get some WD-40 and or silicone spray, or just spray it on the cable, and you'll find that this slides a lot easier when we put it together. Okay, so the next one is just slot this one in here. Now we'll go back underneath the car from the other side of the wheel. Okay, the back here, look, here's the end of the other one. So just put it in here. Yeah, and then just put it in there, look. Twist it so there's that clip, look. Remember I said there's a clip there. Push it there. There, she's clipped in, and then twist it back again. Yeah, so that's locked in there, solid. So that's one side done. So I'm just going to quickly go and do the other side. You don't need to see me do that. I'll quickly do the other side, and then we should be back up here with 2 new ones of these. Okay, we've got both cables in, and I've just put this. I've just cleaned it up a bit and then put some paint on it. Look, put that one on.
So I'm just going to clean that up with a wire brush now and put some grease on it, and then I can stick that through and we'll start tightening it up. Okay, so we've greased that up, we've put it together, I've put that on there, I've tightened it up fairly tightly. So now we need to go back in the cabin and just check the handbrake lever and see how many clicks that is. Okay, let's do that now. Okay, we're inside here. Now remember, it should be like 3 clicks. So if I put that down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I basically need to tighten that up because you obviously can't get it. You can't tighten it by working the handbrake because the stops on the actual calipers are as far as they can go. So let's go back under and tighten that up a bit more. So I'm back underneath, and we've done the clicks. So we need to tighten this up a bit more. So I'm just going to keep doing this for a bit more, and then we'll just test it on that handbrake handle again. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, back in the cabin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's fine. That'll do. Right, so we go back underneath and put the spring and clip back on. Okay, now we just need to take our little plastic thing here, stick that on, screw that up. This is just to make sure when you take the handbrake off, it actually pulls it all as loose as possible. So that's fine. So now the mole grips are still clipped. Okay, she's all done now. That spring's on there, look, and everything. But I'll put a bit of grease on the end there just so it's actually wax. It's from a motorbike chain. But look, you can see, look, there's a bit of pull on that one. I'll pull on that, so I know it's not binding on the brakes. Yep, so we're good to go. So we're done under here. So let's just get all the tools out and get out. Okay, it's a bit darker now. We've done it. We've replaced the handbrake cables on either side of VW-T5. Haven't even jacked the car up. You can do it all by just getting underneath the vehicle. Just saves that added thing to do. Fairly quick job, to be honest. I mean, you can do that if you're pretty nimble and quick. You can do it in half an hour. So hope this video has helped. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more things we do. Gives me a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, and see you soon.